In this lesson, we will set an activation key for our emitters. So first I will go to Autotop Network, and then by mistake I clicked on the merge, so I will move the circle to the output. Okay, so I will hit L on the keyboard, and then I will move these emitters just a little bit to the right and left. Okay, so this is the third emitter. I will set it here, and this is the second, and this is, let me undo that. Okay, so this is the first emitter. So first I will set an activation key for the first emitter. I want the first emitter to start emitting, to stops emitting at frame 299. So what I can do, before I start creating the keys, I will disable the simulation by clicking once here. So now I will scroll in the timeline. So Houdini will not simulate anything. So I will go to frame 199. Okay, so now I will set a key here, and I will go to frame, now I will go to frame 200 to stop the emission. 200. Okay, I will set it to 0 and Alt and left mouse click to make a key. So now I have two keys between 199 and 200 frame. So if you hold Shift and middle mouse click on the activation, you will see the graph editor or the animation editor. As you see, we don't see the curve. So if you hold space on the keyboard and G, we frame the curve. So now I have a key with one value at frame 199 and a key and a value of 0 at 200 frame. So the emission will stop for the first emitter at the frame 200 because we have the value of 0. Okay, I will close the window. Now let's move to the second emitter. So this is the second emitter. I will set the key, the first key, at the frame 199. So I will go again to 199. Okay, we want the second emitter start the emission at frame 200. So what I can do, I will set a 0 value for the activation. So the activation of the second emitter will be 0 from 1 to 199 frame. So I will set a key here. So until the frame 199, the second emitter will not emit anything. So now I set a key at frame 199. Now I will move to 200. So now the second emitter will start the emission. So I will set it to 1 and Alt and left mouse click. So now the second emitter will start the emission at 200. And we want the second emitter stops the emission at frame 330. So I will move the time slider to 330. Okay, so I will set a key here, and now I will move just one frame, 331, and I will set it 0. Okay, so the second emitter will start the emission from 200 frame to 330 frame. Okay, so now the third emitter will start the emission. So I will set it 0 at first at frame. Okay, so I will set it 0 now. So we want the third emitter start the emission at frame 294. So I will set this one to 294. Okay, so now I will set a key. So now I will move it just one frame, 295, and I will set it to 1. The value will be 1 at frame 295. Okay, so the third emitter will emit until frame 409. So I will set this one to 408 first to set a key, and then I will move it just one frame, so 409, and I will set it to 0 now. If this is confused you guys, I will save this file and we will give you, so when you open the file you will see all the keyframes, so don't worry about that. Okay, so now let's decrease the particle separation. So I will set it to 0.5. Okay, so just to make it very fast. Okay, let's turn on the simulation and hit play. I will go to object level. As you see, now the first emitter is emitting and the second and the third not emitting anything. Okay, let's put the viscosity of the particles. So I will go to the Autotop network and I will enable the viscosity for the flip solver in the volume motion, and I will go to viscosity and enable viscosity by attribute and this one. So now another option that we need to enable is the flip fluid object. In the flip fluid object I will go to physical tab and I will set it to 500. Okay, so this one will be 500 and this one will be 1. You can set this one 500 and this one is the same. Okay, and we need to enable the viscosity for the emitters too. I will go to first emitter and I will select the create surface volume and I will go to particles and I will enable the viscosity for this one too, and for the second emitter I will enable the viscosity for this one too, and for the third emitter too, particles and viscosity. Another thing guys I need to do to make the simulation a little bit more faster, I will go to first emitter. As you see here we have the transform node, so Houdini will transform the object and then Houdini will create a volume. We can reverse this one by putting the volume in the box and then transforming the object. So in this way Houdini will calculate the volume and then will transform the volume. So this is faster because now Houdini will move the object and then will calculate the volume. So every frame will move the object and calculate the frame. So this will slow down the simulation. So what I can do, I will move this one, the create volume surface, and I will detach it from this area by holding the left mouse button and shake it. So now detached, and then I will put it here. Okay. So this is better than putting the volume after the transform. So now I will go and do the same for the second emitter. I will hold the left mouse button and shake it to detach it, and then I will set it before the transform. Okay, so now the third one. Okay, so now I will set it here. Okay, so I see you in the next lesson.